question. Token Metrics was extremely bullish on SNX. Now it's dropped by around 30% on the yearly. What are the factors that can change the prediction so much? Good question. So the factors, so we look at the performance metrics, right? So how well this is performing versus Bitcoin and all other cryptocurrencies in the system. So it's relative, right? And then we look at the data points that matter the most, and we're always testing new data points to see which ones matter. That's part of the AI. It's always looking for ways to improve. So if it finds a new model that's superior than the past model, it will update. The grades at this point in time, they update 3 times a day, about every 8 hours. As mentioned earlier, when the process of switching to using moving averages for the grades, we think that will help with the volatility and make it easier for our customers to trade and invest, especially the day traders. And also the long-term hodlers and investors, because we do know that the grades updating a lot might be too much for everyone. So we plan to smooth that out through moving averages. But the entire premise is we're looking at each coin, and we're also looking at all other coins, right? So in a way, it's factoring in the opportunity cost of being in that coin. Because if you're in this coin, while it may have had a good grade, if there's this other coin that's pumping, that might cause the current grade of this coin, like synthetics, to decrease because you're losing out by not being in that other altcoin that's moving, right? So we're factoring in the opportunity cost and all these other metrics. That's basically what happens at a high level, and the grids are being updated basically multiple times a day. And we do have moving averages that are coming. If you get to the indices factor in not just the grades, we also factor in how diversified is the portfolio. So we'll go through using basically quant methods, trying to build a portfolio that has as little correlation as possible, because you don't want to have a portfolio that's just, say 20 tokens. While that could happen, for example, on Uniswap, but if you're looking at all exchanges, you want to have coins in your portfolio that won't go down when Ethereum goes down, right? So that's why you might see other blockchains like XRP, NEM, if they have good grades, they'll be in there. That's why Waves, our monitors were pretty bullish on that, because that was liquid on several exchanges, had a good grade, and it's not really correlated with Ethereum. If Ether tanks, Waves will not tank as much, right? So it's looking at all these different data points and using them to build the model portfolio. Bill, any comments to add to that?
Yes, I think when you see the quant grades moving around, it may be that the performance metrics have trouble handling like a range, right? Technical analysts, I know myself, the toughest part for a trend follower or a big thinker like me are these choppy range periods. So if you're seeing quant grades move around, it could be because, the market is just chopping around. And that once a trend starts, if it starts, it might be easier to use these grades and there might be less jumping around.
All right. Thank you, Bill.